Hi, everybody. It is Forbidden with another user interview. I have Hecate. Hecate, everybody, Hecate. Alright, so, Hecate, who are you
Hi.
on reality?
Honestly, I'm just, Hecate, your regular casual streamer. Sometimes a little bit of chaos depending on who's there. But I'm just aiming to be everyone's favorite comfort streamer.
Okay. We're all competing for that comfort streamer. The very best.
honestly,
I
honestly,
wanna
it's
be
not
the
easy.
very best. No one ever
But no
was.
one ever was.
Alright, so do you consider yourself a VTuber?
I mean, not yet. I mean, I do have a
Okay.
design and I do plan on, moving over to YouTube or, Twitch.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think I'm quite there yet. There's like a lot of preparations to be made, to become an actual VTuber.
Okay. So you talked about moving over and having a different model. Is it going to be same type of content of being that favorite comfort streamer, or are you going to be doing something different?
I'm not entirely too sure yet. Like, I don't have
Okay.
everything laid out, but I do
Mm-hmm.
think it's just kind of, the comedic relief type of bullshit.
Okay. um.
If we
So
clown and we gotta do it right.
true. So I guess my next question is, how much of the VTubing subspace of streaming do you know? Like, how aware of it are you?
Honestly, I've been kind of staying out of it until I'm,
Okay.
ready to, fully engulf myself into it.
Mm-hmm.
So I wouldn't say I'm fully aware of a lot of things.
But are you aware of like if someone is like, oh yeah, I'm an Oshi of blah 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 blah, or like someone's going through pre-debut or things like that? Do you know what they mean when they say that?
Yeah, I have, a
Okay.
vague idea of. So, I
Okay.
mean, there's the basic knowledge that I do have.
Okay. But not like the nitty gritty down in the down in the trenches.
Yeah, no. I don't think I'll ever get that far. It's like learning as you go. At least that's my best
Hmm.
way of learning.
Okay. So, would you ever consider being an agency VTuber, or do you want to stay indie?
Honestly, I'm not too sure yet. Personally,
Okay.
I don't really do great with sets of rules or whatever, but I mean, I'm
Mm-hmm.
willing to probably try it depending on the situations and everything.
Okay. So we're gonna get into the how did you find reality question. So how did you end up here?
Okay, so that is actually a hilarious story in my opinion anyway. I have this friend that I used to play Genshin Impact with,
Okay.
and she suddenly randomly told me, she was like, hey, I started this app Reality and you should join me. And I'm like, I'm I'm the good friend, I'm a good best friend. And I'm just like, you know what, bet sure I'll support you.
Also,
So that's kind of how I rolled into it, and
she stole
now
you
I'm
from
making a name for
Genshin for
myself.
being a Genshin.
Yeah. Yeah, we played Genshin Impact and I carried her and everything, and now I'm here.
Now I'm here. Alright, so how long would you say that you've been here?
Um, I started, I think, in 2021, so maybe almost two
Okay.
years.
Okay. So a pretty decent chunk of time. So
Oh yeah, definitely.
have you ever taken a hiatus? Have you
This
ever
app
done
has
the
taken my life. So I have technically, but not really. I've
Okay.
done my 50 minutes daily because, that's kind of the thing I wanted to keep up.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but, as you know, reality is really fucking draining, let's be honest here. I'm not
Any
even gonna
sort of
show
streaming is, though.
around the bush with that one. No, because no, it's also the amount of expectations that come with it are just so
Mm,
tiring, and
yeah.
especially if you have a lot going on around, people still expect you to be happy or
Mm-hmm.
put your
They're
best
expecting
foot
the
forward, and
energy.
eventually that just becomes too much. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
literally.
Mm-hmm.
I can't 24/7 be that happy clown you want me to be, bro.
No,
So yeah, I've done hiatuses.
I get that. I get that.
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely. Like I've done the 15-minute muted as a hiatus before.
Okay, but not a full, like, I'm not looking at this for 3 months. I'm not taking a full week off to,
Oh
like,
no,
just be
definitely
myself. But so you went
No.
with the muted
It's
route.
basically been yeah, I went like the muted daily streams, and then like 15 minutes was all I did on that app, and then I just completely disappeared for the rest of the day.
So I guess my other question is, so you obviously have pulled gotcha. So when you were doing your little 15 hiatus, were you still pulling gotcha? Were you still pulling gotcha? Because I know when I did my hiatus last year, I was pulling gotcha. So I came up to pull gotcha.
Depressingly, I have to admit that I did. Reality has been tanking my bank account. I don't think my bank's happy with me.
Oh my gosh. But then you get to be so pretty. You get to be so pretty.
Exactly.
So, alright, so back to reality. Why do you stay then if you have, like, you have to face that expectation that people have, and it really does sometimes, your energy is down and drained? Why do you stay?
I think I mainly stay for like the people that I do entertain, and like the followers that are like really appreciative of me in general, as well as my friends. Like I do want to be there to support them, and I do want to just do a little with my time, because otherwise I'm gonna sit here in my room, watch like anime, and be bored for like 24/7. And that's not entirely smart either.
No. Being the little otaku, being just in your room, kind of not. Although I have lived that life,
I'm
I've
introverted,
definitely
but I'm not trying to get that far.
not that far. No. So I know we have a time zone difference. Do you ever have an issue catching up with people because of time zone?
Oh, I'm gonna be so real with you. Like, depending on where they are, it is definitely like an issue. Like, I mean, for most people, I'm like either 6 hours or even 7 hours ahead, or I'm like 7 hours behind, like what the actual fuck, the time zones are fake. But yeah, no, it's hard, because literally, half of the time that I'm like asleep or something, at least half of my friends are streaming. And so I have this habit of staying up until like 4 a.m. just to talk to the friends I have.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's an issue.
So, do you mind telling us where in the world you are? Do you mind letting people know?
I am a Dutch streamer, therefore I am located in the Netherlands.
Alright. So we've got a little Dutchie in here.
Yes, we do. And I'm not the only one.
I know you're not the only one. I'm gonna start invading you guys. I'm gonna be like, hello!
Forbidden comes to Europe? Oh no.
I'm going global, baby. So do you have any sort of experience being a content creator or streamer on a different platform before you started reality?
I mean, I want to say vaguely.
Okay.
Because, like, when I was, like, when I was, like, 12, I had this YouTube channel with my friends.
Okay.
But, earlier
Little baby streamers.
Earlier this year... Yeah, bro. No, earlier this year, I've also had, like, a little YouTube channel with other friends who, also have reality. One did recently quit, but that's no biggie.
Okay.
But yeah, we like did a huge stream with our VTuber models and everything. So I mean, I do have like the vague ideas of how to.
Alright, so could you tell me more about using your VTuber models on the YouTube? Like, how did it go?
Okay, so that's kind of I didn't use the reality models. I actually had like my model made and rigged by my friend. I mean, it's pretty easy from what I gather. It's just kind of the setting up that can be really confusing in the beginning. Really depends on what you're using as well, like OBS or VTube Studio. I just like Googling it, honestly, that's the easiest way.
You're like, it's
Google's your
really
best
easy,
friend. I'm
guys.
gonna be real with you. I'm really fucking stupid.
No, don't worry. Google is my best friend. Don't let anybody know, but Google is my best friend.
Don't let
Um,
anybody know, but I have smart friends who I use as Google.
I do that too. I'm like, hey, so blah blah blah, and they're like, and then I get like the whole spiel. I'm like, thanks, and then I go like, do, 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 do.
And then
Alright.
you forget it like 2 days later. Like,
Yeah,
yeah,
I'm
no,
like-
I completely remembered that.
I definitely know about your special interest in depth. Uh huh. Uh huh. Tell me again. Give me more.
You're just gonna sit there. Well, what do you mean by that?
Oh my. Alright, so do you think by making other content before coming to reality, do you think that helped you at all?
No. I mean, it really depends. Like,
Okay.
personally, I didn't do TikTok or whatever. Like, I had no
Mhm,
real
mhm.
connection to my reality account or the people that were, like, connected with it. But
Okay.
I do think it can give you, like, a small start. Like, I'm using reality to get a small start on, like, YouTube or Twitch later
Mhm,
on,
mhm.
so...
You're using it
I
to
do
like
think
build
it's,
the
like,
base.
some sort of help. Maybe not a lot. Yeah,
Okay,
exactly.
okay. So, I'm trying to think of how to word this question. Do you plan on using other social media at all to help engagement, or are you just going to like cold turkey it, like just start the YouTube and that's the only way that people will be able to see content?
Yeah, no. I do have an Instagram, I have a Twitter, I
Okay.
now also have a TikTok, so I do have, like, little plans on how to, like, engage more within the community or
Okay.
gather more people for my totally amazing content.
So I'm assuming though you're going to. Are you planning on keeping your reality account then, and do both?
I'm not too sure. I think in the beginning, definitely, like, you gotta start somewhere, and I don't
Mhm.
think I'll ever be able to, like, completely give up reality unless I, like, get so fucking tired of it or there's too much drama that involves me.
Mm-hmm.
I do think I like to, like, stick around, support the friends that won't, have contact with me outside of reality, that type
Okay.
of stuff.
So I guess I say so a lot. Oh my goodness. Alright. So I'm just gonna say it again. What if reality
It's
became
interviews, don't worry about it.
what if reality became a more competitive platform with similar to like Twitch and YouTube? Is it because you can make videoed content that is recorded that is appealing, or is it just something else?
I think it's definitely, like, the fact that you have, like, the recorded content, like, you can do your games and stuff. Like, reality won't allow that.
Mm-hmm.
Even if you have reality on your computer, it's still kind of hard to set it up. So it's definitely, like, being able to play games with your friends and being able to, like, show it on the screen itself while you're, like, streaming.
Mm-hmm.
I think that
The
makes
lag be
things a
real.
lot easier.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Okay. Alright, next question. Next question. What advice do you have for someone who is just starting in streaming? And then what advice do you wish you had received when you had just started?
I'm gonna be real, I have not had any advice, so...
Oh,
I think it's
okay.
definitely, like, anything I tell others is kind of what I wish I heard.
Mhm, mhm.
Personally, I think it's just best if you, like, continue to be yourself or set up a persona, but don't try, like, too hard. I know it's hard to, like, not try over the top and everything, but, you gotta set a limit for yourself. Don't let people push your boundaries around. If it's no, it's just no, you know?
Mhm,
And, within the reality events, I'm gonna be real, half of them are so fucking competitive. Don't get too upset because you didn't win.
You're not
I
wrong
know
though.
it's hard. I know it's hard, don't get me wrong. I've been really depressive for losing once, but, like, sometimes it just takes, patience and building a rather good community to beat other people. And it's not like you can get upset. Well, I mean, you can, obviously, but it's not smart. to get upset over that you like failed other people, because people are supporting you because they want to. And I think you should be happy with that rather than be depressed that you probably let them down, which definitely is not the case.
No, I like that. I like that because that is definitely, I feel, like very important advice to anybody who wants to do the events but are scared of taking the leap. Because it is one of
Yeah,
those,
definitely.
you do feel like you're letting your friends and fans down when you don't win the event. But it is, the event scene is scary. It is a competitive place. If you're doing something like sticker or
Oh yeah, no,
t-shirt,
absolutely.
billboard, because these are actual items, right? They're actual prices
Yeah.
that have a price point that is expected to for this type of venture.
Mm-hmm.
So tell me about your event experience.
Honestly, the first events that I did went pretty well. But later down the line, after you've done like a few hiatus, you notice that your community's like becoming smaller, which makes it harder to win events and blah blah blah. I used to be really depressed and be like, oh no, I let them down. But now I'm just kind of here like, there's always next time, and I don't have to beat myself down just because I lost an event. It's rough, don't get me wrong. Events are really fucking rough, especially like t-shirts or sticker events. Even the badge events have been getting really rough lately.
Yeah, yeah, they have been.
But I mean, it's gone pretty chill. I've just kind of learned fast about it, and then I kind of distanced myself from the bigger events if I knew like people like Kasuga or Sticker Lloyd. If they were doing it, I just know I'm like, okay, this one we're skipping.
We're sitting out this one.
Whoa, this one? Oh no, never mind.
One moment when I back out of the room, beep beep beep. But do you
Fuck this
do you
shit,
feel like
Emma.
you have to? Do you feel like you like that's the right thing to do? Is like if you see someone who you know is a major event person, like do you ever feel like you should step up to that challenge you're trying to win against them, or is it just one of those I have time to try it again when they're not running?
I'm gonna be on. I'm gonna be honest. It's very 50-50.
Okay.
Because sometimes, you know, it's the challenge that's like captivating, that makes me want to keep going. But I also know that if I go too hard on into the challenge, that I'll get like major disappointment. And I just kind of want to be ready for that type of setback before I actually rise through the challenge of something like that.
Yeah, yeah. No, I get that 100% because it is one of those, like, I love a lot of the people on our international server, and I know quite a lot of the big event people, and I'm like, I want to compete against you, but then I'm like, I don't think I can. Because I also want to
definitely
support
a confidence
them.
boost if you do win, though.
Yeah, yeah, right. Like, oh, look
Yeah,
at me go.
absolutely.
But so, what is an event or a thing you'd like to do on reality that you just haven't done yet?
I mean, I do really want to get like a sticker out there. I'm gonna be real honest. I do have a few cute designs that I do want to like get out there, but the competition is just really rough, and I'm just not sure I'm actually ready for that.
No, I get that completely because I was convinced to do sticker in October. So like as that window was getting shorter and shorter, I'm like, oh, oh
Oh, you're gonna get it. I believe in you.
no, no, no. Everybody apparently believes in me except me. So,
I mean, that's just streamer things. Don't worry about it. That's just streamer things.
So
I get that quite a lot myself. People are like, I believe in you, and then I'm like, no!
yeah, I'm like, please don't, because if you believe in me and then I
Your
don't
trust is
win,
misplaced.
exactly, like this, you placed a lot on me. You got faith in me. Don't come back to me when I disappoint. So do you
Exactly.
think your personal culture affects how you stream. So like personal culture could be like where you are globally, socioeconomic, generational, like millennial, Gen Z, that type of stuff. Like things that make you you. Do you think that affects how you stream?
I'm not entirely sure, honestly. I mean, obviously, like, the surroundings of me do affect my streaming time or how I stream, but I don't think it has, like, an immense or huge influence on, like, my streaming-wise.
Okay, okay. You are Dutch. Do you only, and you're speaking English in this interview?
Yes,
so do you ever stream in Dutch, or do you only do English, or are you just being special to me and giving me English?
Oh, you wish. No, I do speak English most of the time.
Okay.
I do plan for, like, event clubs to maybe do, like, learn Dutch with Hecate type of streams.
Yes,
I do think
yes,
those,
yes.
might
Join
be
us in
little
event land.
entertaining.
Join us, join us, join us.
I'm planning.
Join us.
I'm planning. One of us. No, I'm
Yes,
actually
be
planning.
one of us.
I just need to get some artwork done. I'm planning.
Calling all
I just
artists,
need a
calling
good
all
idea.
artists.
I've
Woo.
had like 2 ideas so far.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I have like 2 ideas to do for event club. I just need to get like the courage to actually send it in.
Do it. I will send it in for you. Just give me your like your little ID thingy. I'd be like, hello. It
I'm
is
just
definitely not
saying, I just
forbidden
think-
submitting other people's things for event club. Definitely not
No,
me.
I got this. I got this. Maybe next month.
Yes, yes.
I just gotta
join
figure it
us.
out because, like, as a student, it's gonna be really rough for me to, like, get certain time zone. And then there's obviously the time zones which I gotta, like, keep in mind. So I gotta make sure it's, like, fine for the people who actually live in America or the people with American time zones. So that doesn't clash, like, I'm not streaming at 1 a.m. for them or something.
Yeah, no, don't stream at 1 a.m. for us. No. Probably then you'd want to do a weekend slot because they run like Wednesday to Wednesday is usually event club, or like Tuesday, Wednesday to Tuesday. So there is a weekend, so you could do like an afternoon, like the time we're doing right now, if that would work for you.
If I don't have work, I'll definitely plan it.
Yeah. October's coming up. The October application is coming. And usually they're
I know, I'm so
around
scared.
the 20th of the month. The 20th of the month usually lands within the event club
Yeah.
cycle. So, join us. Join us. So why haven't you joined event club before? Why haven't you joined us in event club?
I'm gonna be real. I'm very, like, self-conscious or doubtful of myself. I didn't believe I was worthy, or I didn't think my idea was good enough for people to actually
still
show up, or even to get chosen in the event club.
I still don't. I mean, it honestly took me a long time
But
to
you're,
get
like,
back
a lot
into.
of people's idol, Forbidden.
No. Do you know how like awkward that is when I come into a stream now? I now come into streams and people are like, "Oh, you're the Forbidden," and I'm like, "What are you talking about?" And then like I get people like, "Oh, you're the Twitter lady, or you're the TikTok lady, or you're the interview lady," or they're like, "I like all of your ideas, like all your feedback and things." I'm like, people are paying
I mean,
attention.
to be fair, Forbidden, let's be real. Let's be real. You've drawn that attention to yourself. Not to
I
mention,
didn't
you've done
mean
a great
to.
job with, like, all of these things.
You-
You're doing great, though. I definitely think you're bringing the community either closer together or just more like interactive with each other.
Well, and that's what I want. That's literally all I want. I don't want fame. I don't want fortune. I just want people to get to know each other, and I want people to engage. And if that's what I'm able to do, then yeah, sure, give me my laurels. Like, but I'm just another person. Okay, I'm just another person who's using this app, who just wants to get to know everybody, and like, you don't need to be like. Like again, I really appreciate all of the love and support I get. I just don't know how to deal with it. Okay, I don't know. I like freeze when people do that. I'm
No,
like,
that's completely understandable.
I'm like, hi. I just came in here to enjoy the content and like to check out new streamers. I'm just a baby account. I just a widow account. So please don't make people feel like they don't know what's going on if they don't know who I am.
Says.
I am just a baby. But no, with the event club,
Barbie, you're pretty popular.
I am not. No, I'm not a baby. Anyways, so
Said
I
by
know.
any popular streamer ever.
No, I'm not popular. But about the event club, I know I was very nervous about reapplying because the first time I applied, I didn't get in. So I had asked Reality like why, and it's because I had been offering like prizes, and they're like, you can't do that, and I was like, oh, okay. And they're like, well, technically you could do prizes, you just can't let us know you're doing prizes. And I was like, oh, okay.
Oh, okay. You gotta keep it on the down low.
Gotta keep it on the down low.
It's
Because
like
the thing
you're smuggling
is,
drugs.
not the drugs. But no, it's because
You can't do this at home.
if
kids.
you say you're going to be like providing like a prize or something, and then you don't carry out providing the prize, like Reality's not going to take the fall for that type of thing. They don't want to promote anybody who could potentially do damage,
yeah,
right?
okay.
So there's that, but yeah, so I'm like, okay, well, we're no longer doing that. We're just going to do, if I end up giving away some things, it's going to be in a different stream. It's going to be on different territory. But do the event club. It's a lot of fun.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
You get to meet so many new people, and you just get to be passionate. Some people make it so it's more like targeted towards like their community. I obviously tried to do like greater outreach, but that's also who I am as a person. So make content you like to make is my biggest advice for event club. And people are going to show up. People, if you do like a language learning stream, people are going to show up. I know Moon did a Spanish one and people really enjoyed it. I know several people have done like a Japanese learning one. So it'd be nice to see Dutch. Not just because I like Dutch.
Definitely. It's not like a popular language, so perhaps.
But it's such a pretty language. I love listening to Dutch. It is probably one of my favorite languages to listen to. So. Is this your first
Now
account?
I'm hoping you're not confusing it with German.
No. I know both Dutch and German. I have learned both.
Oh, that's great. No, this is definitely my first and only account that
Okay.
well, not only, but we keep that on the down low.
Technically, you're allowed to have
I
it as
definitely-
long
this
as
is
you know you're
definitely
not
my,
doing like anything crazy on your alt. So because
Yeah,
like, Reality has
exactly.
gone on record saying that you can have an alt
Yeah.
account, especially like before the moderation feature. People were using their alt accounts as like their sound mic guy, making sure that the chat wasn't glitching and reading chat.
yeah.
People were doing dualies. And so it is something like Reality is okay with you doing as long as you're not using that alt account for like event purposes. That's
I'm
the
gonna
thing
be real. The only
of
thing I
having the
used
alt.
it for is like the free gotcha.
Okay, see.
All I did was give myself gotcha tickets.
I just you're like,
not-
I'm just
innocent,
gonna
Your
pull the
Honor.
pretty
I'm
gotcha.
innocent. I'm innocent.
I've done no wrong. I've done no crime.
Yeah, exactly.
But no, I know several people who have alts who like maybe on their main account only do female avatars, and so on their alts they're like, oh, we get to pull from the male. Because they don't have that option. Right.
But yeah, no, this is my first account. I'm so happy with it.
Hey,
I'm so surprised I haven't been banned yet.
Oi, don't you be tempting them. Don't be like, oh, I haven't been banned yet.
Thomas, please forgive me. Forgive me. I'm not tempting you guys. I promise.
I'm not-
I'm a
I'm
good.
not-
I'm a good citizen of reality.
I'm not encouraging you to yeet me. But speaking of, so there was a glitch a little bit
Please.
ago where people were getting banned, right? And they caught that glitch pretty quickly. They returned everybody's account within like the first 24, 48 hours. Do you have a fear of getting banned?
I mean, I did spend a lot of money on this account, very depressingly. But, I'm not too scared. I think the moment I get banned, I'm just gonna be sad about it for a bit, contact reality. I'm just gonna figure out why. And, like, if it's a valid reason, then, yo, shame on me, whatever. But if it's, like, invalid, I'm definitely gonna, like, fight them. Not
Okay.
literally.
No, well, no,
But
but
yeah.
you're going to try to appeal it. You're going to try the appeal process.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
So, speaking of appeals,
I mean, like, if it's my own fault, that's on me.
have you ever done with realities Contact Us? Have you ever had to deal with customer service with appeals or anything like that?
I dealt with customer service once, I think.
Okay.
When I tried buying coins and it didn't show up, but it did take, like, the money from my bank account, you know?
Okay.
So, but that's, like, the only thing.
Okay. Because I know some people have had, like, I've only ever had really good experience with customer support, but I have heard, like, horror stories, and I'm like, am I the only one who has good experience with customer support?
Well, I mean, I do believe that customer service is, like, quite alright.
Okay.
But then again, I'm, like, one of those people that treats people the way I want to be treated.
Same.
So I'm just, like, the polite motherfucker out there.
I'm like, I use all of the nice,
I can
fancy,
understand,
like,
like,
polite
getting mad,
words.
but yeah, exactly. I understand getting mad, but that's, like, no reason to, like, actually lash out at possible customer service. I have heard that customer service is just kind of a bot. I mean, I know it's not a bot, but a lot of people seem to think that it is. Or at least that it replies like one. And I'm like, well, yeah, they can't exactly just, you know, out
That's
everything.
like any customer service. But do you think it'd be better if customer service did give you a little bit more information about it? Like so like, I don't know how familiar you are with like TikTok appeals, but on TikTok you can appeal something and it'll give you like a couple categories to like ask what your question is, like why the video got taken down, like was I breaking guidelines, was I doing XYZ, like what type of error did I have, like you're able to ask that. So do you think that type of questioning, where it's not like super detailed in answer, would be a good thing? Or I don't know.
I mean, probably. I mean, I'm gonna be real, I barely, like, make appeals unless it, like, actually benefits me.
Yeah, that's me too.
But
I'm
I
like,
do
I really
think that,
don't.
like, if there's a little bit more information, I do think a lot of, like, other people will be more inclined to make appeals, because I do have experience with other customer services that, if it's not, like, kindly or there's not enough information as to why, a lot of people are like, oh, well, if I do a next appeal, then they'll probably reply the same, and people just don't have the energy for that.
Yeah, they don't have the energy, they don't have the motivation to keep appealing. Alright, so I'm gonna jump to like my last little area. We did have some new updates. We got rooms, we now have new gacha, we have a new interface. And you've been here for 2 years, so what do you think of all of these changes that are occurring?
I mean, the new, like, minimalistic UI type of vibe, it's very nice. Though I do think the chat is, like, a bit indifferent, because if you wear, like, really light clothing, it gets really hard to read the chat, even though there's, like, a little shadow. The room, I mean, it's a vibe, although I don't really have the motivation to use the room, depending on, situation and everything. The gachas for the room, I mean, they're cute, they're nice. I'm not spending money on it, but they're nice. they're kind of, in my opinion, they're kind of expensive for, like, a furniture. It's on the clothing one, but I don't know, I feel like furniture should be a bit cheaper.
Okay.
As for other things, I mean, I'm pretty fine with it. Like, that's not a huge issue. I do hope they do, like, change the chat in the room, because, like, right now it's like a little square box, and it's kind of bothering me.
Alright.
Also, please, reality, please fix the fact that it, goes up.
I
don't know what happened with the chat, but sometimes it just kind of goes up randomly. And It feels like the chat is on drugs.
The chat's tripping. The chat's tripping. Alright.
No, literally. It just kind of boosts up with a random message and then it goes back to normal.
And then like you have to like try to like figure out how you're jumping and like where you're supposed to be or like where you were in the conversation, because sometimes, you know, your chat goes really fast and it's really hard to find like where you were. I do know that the chat bump was more fixed on iOS than it was on Android in the latest update. So they're working on it. They're working on that bump.
Maybe that's why I'm still struggling.
Alright, Hecate, that is all of my questions. Do you have any last words? Anything that you'd like to say that we didn't talk about?
I don't really have a lot to say, but I do want to thank you for this opportunity.
Of course,
I was very shocked to get your message.
Arigato, thank you so much. I really do appreciate it.
Of course.
Alright.
Anytime.
Junna, thank you much, lovely.
Junna,
Junna,